This is Lemmon's holly fern, also known as the Shasta fern. Today's the last day of August, and I've come to the Okanagan Highlands in southern BC to see these ferns. What makes them unique is an ability to thrive in soils high in metals toxic to most plants. This is their only known location in Canada, and they are listed as a species at risk here. They are also reported in southern Oregon, northern California, and 2 locations in Washington, including Wedge Mountain, west of Wenatchee. What these locations have in common is soils weathered from ultramafic rock. The BC occurrence is on a pair of ridges near the Mount Baldy ski resort. That's roughly 20 kilometers from the Canada-US border north of Molson, Washington. It's a tiny area. The BC mineral data file in the property reports the serpentinite body strikes 150 degrees and dips vertical. On the surface, the body measures 1,000 by 75 meters and contains 7 identified chromite lenses from 8 to 30 meters long. The protolith is dunite, not completely serpentinized, with only rare grains of olivine preserved. This is the watershed between the Okanagan and Kettle Rivers, so the Okanagan geology map is truncated here. But it shows a sliver of map unit CPA surrounded by granitic rock and gneiss. The map legend describes CPA as Carboniferous to Permian age anarchist group, a mixed bag of amphibolite, greenstone schist, quartz chlorite, quartz biotite, minor peridotite, serpentinized. Here we're on the east side of one of the ridges with holly fern growing here. In 2006, the species recovery evaluation counted 1,739 ferns here. Virtually all are on the east-facing slope. I'm curious if that east-facing preference is the case in other locales, or is this just a result of snowpack on the lee of the ridge here? The elevation is around 1,900 meters, so we're well below tree line and surrounded by healthy forest, but the ridge is almost barren. The area was investigated by miners as early as 1939 and more recently in 1987. There's been extensive trenching and road building. Unweathered rock is exposed in several places. But even in those areas disturbed by exploration, ferns are now regrowing. Analysis of the mineralized bodies had chromic oxide values over 20%. Up on the ridge, the view to the south is into Washington State, possibly the area near Mount Bonaparte. That rock is quite pretty. I think I would almost describe it as blue. And there's our ferns. On the west aspect of the ridge, there was some greenish rock. It has the waxy appearance I would expect of serpentinite. Serpentinite is created by metamorphic hydration of ultramafic rocks. These are rocks high in magnesium and iron silicates, and may have originated in the plumbing of a seafloor spreading ridge. Weathering of these rocks typically produces orange soils. An interesting quote from the mineral data file is, other similar serpentinite bodies have been mapped in the Greenwood area. These are described as thrust slices of oceanic crust associated with the Cache Creek terrain. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll sign off with a last view of these tenacious and pretty little ferns.